Free them all. The background was horrible. To call it. To call back. Yeah, but it was too much static. Let's try it again. Free them all. Yes.
Welcome to Blog Talk Radio. Please hold. We'll be able to listen. You are now in the host queue.
I am proud to introduce Deputy Chairman Fred Hampton of the Illinois Black Panther Party.
Here's up.
Live and direct.
Live and direct. Ready to roll? Yes, indeed. Okay. Let's get We good on this end, bro? You ready? Yep. Here's up, eyes open, the fist clench. Y'all know what this is, how we do this, y'all. Let's get locked and loaded for another episode, y'all. Okay. Here's up, eyes open, the fist clench. August 4th, 2022. August 4th, 2022. Let's get ready to make history. Let's get ready to continue to make history, take history, and tape history. Let's get locked and loaded for another episode of Freedom on Radio, here Intellectual Radio. Coming to you live and direct. Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. and Robert Allen, a.k.a. Lady of Rage. This is a weekly program of the Black Panther Party Cubs. I kind of got to call it my intro again. Let's try this again. This is a weekly program hosted by the Black Panther Party Cubs, hosted by yours truly, Chairman Fred Hampton Jr., Robert Allen, a.k.a. Lady of Rage. Moving and grooving, y'all. Things are moving and grooving, y'all, in the spirit of making history, taking history, and taping history, y'all. Y'all can't take a pause for the calls and get those numbers locked and loaded in your memory banks. 929-477-3785. Then press 1 to get in. Also 708-223-8953. Feel free to call in. In fact, feel free to cub in. Y'all. Got a lot of things on our mind. A lot of things are happening. Moving. Lenin assessed it would take people 20 years to learn ordinary times. They would learn in 2 years in revolutionary times. So, comrade, give me a heads up if we got that link that's supposed to happen today. If that link is happening, we're supposed to intertwine the shows. Flacco, let me know if did that work out. Free them all, peace.
I sent the host link for him.
Yes.
So I'm waiting for him to come up.
Okay. All right, we gonna tie in another show. He gonna call in. He gonna call in. He gonna ask a couple of questions. And in fact, ironically, it may work out good because it's a relevant case. Well, all these cases are relevant, man. Because again, you know what I'm saying. We say because everything is political, man. But in particular, case that we touched on last week, but just so happened to be this case. Brother for us who may call in now, who's expecting to call in now, with his audience, but respective audience, they tell you how things work out. The Georgia, the Atlanta area in particular, is very familiar with them, so we want to try to seize the time with that. So y'all bear with us. Excuse me, y'all cub with us. Y'all cub with us while we work this thing here out. Peace, pals to the people, free of all. Peace to you as well, my sister. I seen your Facebook. Congratulations. Okay, guys, how the child doing? Dana, keep us posted. Namesake, I see you. Free them all in the building. That's what it is. Joshua, my man Bones in the building. Love, respect. Karan, I see you. Free them all. We coming in. You know what I'm saying? We got people tapping in with us on Instagram. Good brother Gabe. Gail Jones, my brother, I see you right on, my brother, man. Free of all love and respect. Yes, indeed. Always good to see you in the building. Y'all see my voice a little gone, but spirit ain't gone. 318 Stephen, I see in the building. Right on. First Sergeant Darby, okay, right on. Free them all. Right on. Welcome. That's what it is. Okay, okay. I just seen a comment. China shuts down bank accounts. Okay, get it. Bring us to speed. Give us a little more info on that. Give us a little more info on that. Yes, indeed. A few things we're gonna touch on. We definitely, let me get this out the way. Tomorrow we need all hands and all paws on deck, y'all. We need y'all on deck. We need hold on. Someone said volume is not clear. Where we at? Hold on, please. Okay, on here. Okay. Okay. Let's try this. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, settings. Okay. Maybe something like that. Okay. Okay. In the StreamYard, let me know if y'all give me a heads up if y'all can hear me in StreamYard. Let me know. Let us know y'all can hear us over here live and direct on Instagram, and also here on Facebook. You know, we on live and direct here on YouTube and so many other outlets here at Intellectual Radio. So give me a heads up. Make sure y'all can. Look, so much lots of stuff to talk about. Thoughts of on global warming. Let's definitely want to touch on that global warming. Right on. Okay, we're gonna touch on that definitely. I can feel the need for that question. Literally, we can feel it. You know, global warming. We'll talk about that. So Conrad, give me a heads up when we got our brother in Atlanta. When his father, I think you said his father. Give me a heads up when he's tapped in with us. Or any other callers. I'm touching on this.
No, he's on the line.
He's on the line. Okay, right on. Okay, we're gonna go straight to this here. Don't let me forget. We're gonna touch on global warming. We're gonna touch on the case in Oak Lawn, south suburb Illinois, the Palestinian community. The young man, I think he's 17, 18 years old. And their response, and the Palestinian people's their response about what happened. The police beat when the police beat him, and how the community responded. What's the status of him of his case, if he has a case or not? So the media, were there any flyers put out for the community came out? Were there any sidetracking discussion? Like were there questions? Well, is he in a gang? Or is he this and that? How did the community immediately respond? You know what I'm saying? Immediate response. Yes, indeed, my brother. Okay, so bring him in. The hip August 30th Block Party, an historic landmark. Yes, indeed. We are so proletarian revolutionary intoxicated that we cannot be astronomically intimidated. In other words, we too have people for this upcoming August 30th, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We just want to shout out, you know what I'm saying, the forces that have been consistent with this here. Jones, I'm talking about, again, I want to get back up there to the council, to the village, you know what I'm saying? I want to give like an official appreciation to all, you know what I'm saying, the yay votes on that, you know what I'm saying, the people in the community, and also this ongoing work, you know what I'm saying. We want to continue to make history, take history, and tape history. Got to hold the committee that's been consistent been on since August 30th. Hey, we gonna up there in regards to Chairman Fred on international phenomenon. So y'all make sure y'all put that on y'all calendars. You know, we had on flyers ready to roll next week again. Hey, it's gonna be phenomenal. We're gonna be at the Chairman Fred Hampton Aquatic Center. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Right there on 5th. It's gonna be up the chain. We're gonna give y'all more details before we cut out. We're gonna start right there. We start at every year out west, Ground Zero. 2337 West Chairman Fred Hampton Way, then we go into the wall. Then we come into the as my brother just pointed, my brother just said, historical landmark. Again, let me say it again. Historical landmark, 804 South 17th Avenue. I'm talking about the world is watching, You're going to be right there, you know what I'm saying? Then we're going to take it on down to that site, you know what I'm saying? We're going to party with a purpose, man. We're going to put the political political peels in the applesauce, man. So again, put that on y'all calendars. Make sure August 30th, don't y'all forget that. August 30th, we need y'all on deck. Guess who's gonna be hosting? Chico Bean from 85 South gonna be hosting. Real talk, you know what I'm saying? And I know my young guy, DC Young Fly, and the whole 85 South crew. Carlos Miller, you know, they may pop up on us, you know what I'm saying? But Chico being said the host. I can't commit to him. I think DC had just seen some family pictures. He has a new introduction to the family, and I just say this time to have children. You know what I'm saying? And this is, you know, I know these are intense times, man, but to see life, you know what I'm saying, happening. It's a spark, and sometimes I be conflicted when I say, "Damn, you know, to come in this society, man, you know, we gonna fight for them." As Field Marshal George Jackson said, we are not only. So when you look at these children, these new babies coming in the world, y'all, remember what Field Marshal George Jackson said: we are fighting for the unborn, the living, and the dead. And also, we can't mention we talking about Field Marshal George Jackson, y'all. This is historical time right here. We talking about August, not only we talking how hot it is weather-wise, political climate, y'all. I know y'all talking about this. What's this whole thing about Black August on and so forth? But dig, man, August 7th, man, 1970. Don't y'all go check out what happened August 7, 1970. August 7, 1970. You know what I'm saying? What happened? What happened in Marion County Courthouse? August 21st, 1971. What happened in San Quentin Prison Yard? You know what I'm saying? August 17th. Who was born? You know what I'm saying? In Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? August 30th. Who was born that day? You know what I'm saying? Man, run them down like that. Go check them dates out. Meantime, between time, man. So come on, bring our caller in too. Let me know who we get. Bring our caller in for us if you can.
Okay, Primo, we got Mr. Chambers, who is Dollar Field's father, and his cousin Felicia. We're live,
Fremont, welcome to Fremont Radio. We had you briefly. I think that make sure I'm correct. Chambers, this is Dollar Bill's father. I think we had you on briefly last week. And who else do you have with you now? Who else? Who else with you now? His niece.
His cousin.
Dollar Bill's cousin. CC. Okay, right. Okay. Field Marshal, let me get you right back. We on the airways. Field Marshal, let me get you back. Hold on, maybe y'all still hear me. Hold on. Can Instagram? Can y'all still hear me? Y'all forgive me. Can y'all? Somebody
Yes.
Okay. My guests, y'all can hear me. Everybody, we got you on different social media outlets too. Somebody on my Instagram, let me know. Give me something. Don't forget that y'all can still hear me live on Instagram. Okay. Now, forgive me, I said I lost my voice again. Okay. Let me officially welcome y'all to Fremont Radio. This is we have an international listening audience. And there was another brother we intended to tag team have on here with us. He's based in the area of I think if I'm correct, I think he's in Atlanta, but that area in particular. Thank you, bro. Yes, sir. Y'all forgive me. Y'all know I usually don't have no commercials on these cups. I drink this coffee. I'm drinking this coffee. Move to the side. That's on the camera. Yeah, right on. I want him on. He might call in too, and it'd be right on. He'd call in because I want you to give us a little background about Dollar Bill, his organ. Are we intended also? I don't know if he was able to technically pull it up to get some of his past presentations. So the camera, no sound. Damn. Okay, 1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second. 1 second, if y'all forgive me. Okay. Y'all forgive me. I want to make sure to hear y'all. Most importantly. Okay, I think we back set. Give us for those. Give us who your cousin is, CC, who Dollar Bill, your Mr. Chambers, your son, whoever want to jump in with us first. Give us a little background. Who is the brother? You know, so first before we talk about what he's dealing with right now. Who is he? And so what area y'all located in? And then we're gonna go into what he's dealing with. And then we're gonna talk about how we can assist. So give us a little background. We touched on it last week, but again, for those who may have not been tuning in with us, who is Dollar Bill? Give us a little background. Who is he? You know, how old he is. You know what I'm saying, what area, you know what I'm saying, and what, you know, why should his name ring a bell with some people, you know what I'm saying, in that area in particular?
Go on.
You don't go CC, go ahead. I'll come after you.
Well, Stillman is from, Delafield is from Atlanta, Georgia, Stone Mountain area, and he's around 37, 38, I believe. He's my cousin, my first cousin. 34, I'm sorry. 34 years old. He's my cousin. I just wanted to put out that the paint that picture is not him at all. He's a nice guy. He's a family oriented. He loves his family. He has a heart of gold. He put his heart out there to anybody that needs it. And he just, he's being railroaded basically. And we just trying to get the word out there that he's not the person that they're painting.
Before you give it, before you give, see,
This is Bonita. This is Phil's mother, and I'm on tonight just to state that my son is a good person. He has did many positive things for the community, but that's not being highlighted. So tonight we want to highlight this. He has did so much. He has fed the hungry. He has did the community for the elderly. The elderly was out of heat, out of air conditioning. He marched fought for the right for them to get the elderly homes here in Atlanta in the West End area, for them to provide those services to the elderly. In doing so, he was marching and provided water for these elderly. He has also went to the low-income community for the children, fed the hungry downtown Atlanta. In the low-income communities, he provided food for those in those communities, as well as passing out Christmas gifts for the children. My son has a good heart. He is a good person. And the picture that's been painting of my son is not true, and it's very hurtful, and it's not right, and it's unfair. So this needs to be out there.
just for clarity, I didn't know we got the brother's mother, his father, and cousin online with us, right? So that was Mama just speaking, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Okay, right on. Welcome. Okay. Well, I know. Pops, the father. We had you on last week, but if you can't come on again. And I want, and then make sure y'all be ready with, you know what I'm saying, about, I don't want to draw a foregone conclusion. Everybody know that he's locked up right now, but, you know what I'm saying, I want to make sure y'all be ready. If y'all, make sure y'all get some, his contact information on standby too when we get to that. But I want to, you know, first, you know, let us know who we're talking about then, you know what I'm saying, on any relevant court dates, all that. But before we get there, Pops, the father, anything you want, you know what I'm saying, if you want, you know, give us some background too.
Yes. This is Phil and Chambers' father. My name is Percy Chambers. My son is being railroaded. The thing is, he started out, true enough, a long time ago, he started out being a GD when he was younger. And then he became more. And then he became him and Hakeem, and they put together the street groomers. So they went around and they was trying to get the gangs to put down their flag, come together as one, and look out for the old people, the women, and the kids in the neighborhood. He dedicated his whole life to doing this. I know when the politicians started trying to get them to come in and try to donate money to the organization, the street groomers, they refused to accept. They let them know we'll accept donations to help with the cause, but we're not here to solicit votes to try to get you in office. And they kind of got angry about it during the process. They kept marching. The street groomers started to grow real big here in the city of Atlanta. And also, when the women was getting raped over at the college campus, AU Center, Clark, Morehouse, Spelman, they went over and escorted women back and forth from the bus stop to their dorms late in the evening for protection to keep them from being raped and robbed. My son said the hunger downtown every Thursday. He was really stand-up guy. Matter of fact, he got an award for being the most positive influence for the youth in Decatur, outside of the part of metropolitan of Atlanta. He's been, I guess the organization started blowing up so fast they started trying to break it up. And he got accused of a murder that he wasn't even there. We had people write up affidavits to bring to court. And first he was indicted in Gwinnett County. One of the persons on the indictment was dead. Two of the other people on the indictment that indicted him worked at the jail. So how can that's automatically was really shouldn't didn't because they didn't have no case. Now they got him locked up in the feds took over this and indicted him and made it look and put this on the news that he's all this TV gangster, the Terminator, the executioner for the gang and all of this just to get him indicted. They've been lying all kind of ways. They put in the doing this, we've been going back and forth to court for 2.5 years. Almost 3 now.
3 years.
2016. Also, they signed him being a Moor, he got to represent himself. They try to put lawyers on him, put in there that the lawyer was supposed to be, after he said he can't use them, he didn't want the assistance. They put on record that this woman put in and sent all his paperwork to him because now she's his lawyer and he agreed to it. But after we got the affidavit down there and showed that he couldn't take her, he didn't want her assistance, he represented himself. They write in the newspaper, they put back on record saying, we made a mistake. This paperwork was filed in error. How can you not know who your client is, first of all? And they said in these paperwork, when we got time, if we didn't have somebody who could stay on top of what they was filing and not answer in 7 days, we would have been stuck and he would have been straight railroaded. They putting all kind of lies out. They claim they got a paper saying he was, the 2 guys who put their affidavits in saying that he was not there, they didn't have nothing to do with it. He was not the one, he ain't got nothing to do with the murders. They said we altered the affidavit and filed it on record. How can I change? I can't duplicate somebody's handwriting, and they won't allow it to be put on record. They going this far. They just took him off of Supermax after we talked to you on the radio last week.
I got the word.
They had him on lockdown. If he's gonna represent himself, how can he can't have law library, law books, nothing to defend himself with. And got him on Supermax, let him out once every 3 days to make a call and even talk to his family. More or less go to the library. Not even go take a shower for 3 days. But after I got on the radio and talked to y'all, the next day they bring him out of Supermax.
We gonna keep on talking. We gonna keep on exposing. We gonna shake this fear factor. You know, 'cause a lot of times we talk. You know, don't speak about certain things and wait to the court. But the deal is, as Malcolm X said, we ain't gonna lose up our chains. And for those who tuning in with us, y'all, on different other social media outlets, who just to retouch on it, we got a brother. We're gonna spell his name out for you, and also hopefully get his ID number out here. He's in Atlanta, and that's good. And y'all jump in. Let me know if I get something incorrect. But Gwinnett County. He's in Macon, Georgia. Initially a state case. and this is state case, and we're gonna talk about what what they charged with. But I want to first what we're doing now is doing. A lot of times we come in. I told when I have a discussion, especially about our people, we have to do damage control. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm saying it to say, when I say damage control, so this system has done such a job on us that if we say somebody is locked up, period. The first, if you listen, just listen to people, and be honest with yourself. In many cases, be honest with yourself. A lot of people's mindset goes, "What did you do?" You know what I'm saying? The first mindset that people will go to is, "What did he do?" So you can say, I mean, you can tell somebody, you know what I'm saying, that the police shot your son 56 times, you know what I'm saying, or your nephew or husband was in Cook County Jail, and you know what I'm saying, and he documented, you know what I'm saying, about coronavirus, you know what I'm saying, he was telling you how people literally died and they couldn't get no cleaning supplies, and people, the mindset, with black people in particular, what did they do? What did they do? And so that's why I wanted to come in and come through the door and do damage control through the door. You know what I'm saying? So again, I asked questions like how old he was. You know what I'm saying? I really want this is to be clearly humanized. Now, and if I told you now, if we had someone call in from the Humane Society and they was explaining how their friend's German Shepherd dog was being held in a kennel, and he only could get out for to communicate, or you know what I'm saying, get washed up or whatever, one every 3 days. A lot of people's mindset will go, what how are they doing this to this dog? You know, we have to, you know, PETA, the Humane Society, we have to deal with this issue. So when we talk about black people, though, a lot of times we have to do damage control. That's such a phenomenal job. And I say phenomenal, kind of like sarcastic, that this system is done with us. So we're trying to be humanizing them. You know what I'm saying? Other communities do not tend to, they respond to a lot of money go there. Like if you, on today's show, today's flyer, the top of the day's flyer, it was a guy, 17, 18, I think 18, maybe 19, from the Palestinian community. And I say now he's from the Palestine. I'm not talking about Palestine. I'm talking about in Chicago, or excuse me, south suburb of Chicago, Oak Lawn. Oak Lawn, now people say, well, bear with me, y'all, I'm going to tie all this in. Oak Lawn, this is an area that when the TV show Cops was first coming out, the police literally was so brazen. They pulled a little white boy over here, a whole bunch of like garbage bags of marijuana. They know they being filmed on Cops. They say, hey, ain't you Bud's nephew? They said it's on Cops TV show. Told man, go on home to your auntie. This how the relationship was. I thought they had switched the channel. And we was watching episode of Andy Griffin with Mayberry. This the relationship. I mean, how the racism. And matter of fact, what's the sister Erica used to be known as Erica Kane, Erica 100. She had got locked up in this same area, Oak Lawn, at Christ Hospital. Some years ago, we had a campaign over there. But this is a Palestinian young child was beat the other day. Hello?
Yeah, and it's sad, but this is his mother. And
yes.
What I'm saying, my son is being railroaded.
Yes.
And it's not right. He should be freed because he's being charged with something that he did not do. But this get out here and the way that at times that he's being treated while he's being incarcerated.
Yes.
And the way the court system is handled.
And say it again, the what? The courts? Say it again?
The way the court system is handling it.
So take us there. Okay, what's the court dates? How they continue with? Like, what's the motions legally? Where they saying they're with the case? Legally, where they saying the case? What's the status?
This is his friend. I'm his power of attorney as well. Basically, I've been there since day one dealing with this, and I'm just really like, what is the word? I cannot even fathom how the court system does people like this in my entire life. From taking 6 weeks to sign his power of attorney paperwork over to me. It don't take 6 weeks to do that. That was just the first thing. Then just lying with evidence. Lying. Their evidence is all lies. Okay, like how are you gonna say the jail intercepted a handwritten letter, but it's typed in the evidence courtroom? Okay, that's not right.
Yes, indeed.
They put down court date, and they don't bring him to court, and all of us show up, and that's just so he can say he was put on the calendar, and they never bring him.
So are they doing? You said 2 or 3 years, so I know.
He's not allowed to protect himself properly.
He's not allowed to do what?
Hi, this is Philman's aunt and son and his uncle Tony. Can you guys on the phone?
Yeah.
Hi, okay. I was hearing you guys. I could never get in. Finally, they did kind of bring me in, and I hear you guys with conversation. And I kind of like want to talk a little bit about what I think it was his dad when he was saying that when they bring Philman to court and his family is there to support him, and then they change the court date, and it makes it very uncomfortable for the family, and of course with Philman, so. I've been knowing Philman since he was born. He's a good kid. I mean, he's always been very respectful. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Yes, sir. No, sir. Always have been. And, I don't know this person that they're painting to say that, this person that they're saying who he is. I've not ever known him to have that to be that kind of person. So I do hope that, when we go to court and everything, that it's proven that he's innocent. And that, he needs to come home because they've had him for over 3 years. And now all of a sudden they got all this pile of evidence that they are saying that he did this, this horrific crime. This stuff is just popping up. And so I just want him to come home, and I want him to prove that he's innocent. And I just want him to know, and our family to know that, we will stick together to make sure that happens.
So y'all approach is a trial date approaching?
From my understanding, they saying he should come to court again in November, right?
Mm-hmm.
But more than like all the other times, they just put him on the calendar so they can keep the system that they got to bring the court every 120 days.
Mm-hmm.
They'll put him on the calendar, but won't put him to court.
What justification was?
They don't have evidence.
What justification was used for the change of venue from a state case to a federal case?
Because they first
The racketeering.
No, they put it down to saying that he ordered these. He wasn't there. After he wasn't there, he had these murders done.
Cause I know in Atlanta. Okay, in state now is that okay? You said good. Okay, now he said Macon. Okay, was okay. What I know. Where is Fulton County in regards to this? How far? Where is that located at? Fulton County.
See, the feds court is down there in Macon, Georgia.
Macon, Georgia. Right. Okay, I'm asking. Reason why I was asking what Fulton. The reason why I was asking what Fulton County was at, I was okay. A case. I don't know if y'all familiar with Imam Jamil Al-Amin, formerly known H. Rap Brown. There was the case. I remember a similar. He's a president. He's held in Ultramax now, and I remember the arbitrary move they had deal with. They had deal with that. Took him. I think he was in Fulton County Jail, and they had arbitrary, without any justification, moved him to the federal jail. I mean, there was a big issue about that too. Case Imam Jamil Al-Amin. That's what I was trying to. I know he was charged initially in Fulton County.
Same thing. It was charged in Gwinnett County.
Yeah.
And what they did was they messed around and let us sign his security bond, which supposed to got him. They supposed to have released him.
What is it? What's the name of the bond again? The securities bond.
Security bond.
Okay. Yeah, I see.
He signed it.
From the gang charges.
So once the bond was signed, he's supposed to be released within 72 hours.
And then what was the justification?
The feds to pick it up. They came and got my nephew and the two other guys to come go before the grand jury of the federal court the next morning. They came and brought a piece of paper and told my nephew he better be there the next morning. They took a statement from me off of the wiretap, whatever, and said that when I told it, well, the folks out there that had you on TV, they looking for you as a person of interest. I said, you be careful, boy, you might have to leave the country and change your name because they killing, police ain't asking questions, they killing folks. They love out the killing folks part and use it, you need to change and leave the country.
Dig that.
They use that in the statement.
Dig that.
They used for the indictment jewelry. They also used something that they used another statement that he told my cousin Kelly folks to get rid of the clean up.
Take out the trash.
Yeah, and he was talking about because they were looking for him with the clothes he had on and the vehicle was here in the city, they thought we'd get rid of the clothes. They said they made it sound like to the grand jury that he was telling the folks to get rid of the bodies. And he ain't even communicated with the folks.
Man.
But that was how they got the grand jury to go on and try to get him indicted by the feds. You know, they have 26 people, 16 got to have.
And you probably answered this from you probably answered this already, but I just want to ask again. Was there a motion put forward, like for motion for bond, like the call from the receiver bond, and when he was transferred to the Fed jail? And what grounds? And what grounds did they? Excuse me.
At the bond hearing,
Yeah.
the jury, while he was trying to tell them he couldn't use their lawyer, they was trying to say, "Do you want to use a lawyer?" That's when they presented this paper saying we captured a paper, mail he sent out, and he had exit by these people's names, saying that they worked for the Fed, and he was gonna have something. Don't fuck with him, have something did to him. And the letter was typed. How you get a typewriter in Gwinnett County Jail?
Yeah.
And the judge
Lem-
was listening to
this-
and
this
the
ma-
judge was told him being a Moor and stuff is gibberish.
This may be a question for legal right here. This question: is it possible that we could do? I mean, like I know it's somebody it closed in for trial or whatever. Like they're looking in November, but can a motion or some sort of petition draft? Like I mean, that's the petition draft be regards to the people. I mean, on the ground. But can a motion be resubmitted? You know what I'm saying? We have like a groundswell. Can a motion be resubmitted for bond?
Him being Moor.
Say it again.
Okay, I got your answer. By him being Moor and going under treaty, he is not under their jurisdiction anyway.
Okay.
So by him being a Moor and he ain't under their jurisdiction, you can't use their lawyers. No, that's one thing. And the other part is they trying to get him to mess up his chances because they give him diplomatic status, being a Moor. So they trying to get him. They trying to pull all kind of things to make him accept the lawyer, accept fingerprint. He trying to make him do that to get them back into the system of the government. So by him being a Moor and standing on his square, they're trying to trick him into doing something that would allow them to fall up under their system instead of treaty.
Okay.
Which is that's what he's going on. And they're
Gotcha.
sending all the paperwork we try to send in, like they put on the TV and put this here, made this news brief on it. And so every time he do something, we got so many days to answer. And we go. So the answer, we were going into the Constitution with his truth, his affidavit showing his truth. They put us on hold and put us on hold and put us on hold. But the paperwork, we got proof that we sent the paperwork and you just told us you were going to give us a price. So them doing those things that they're doing, they trying to do everything to come back what he do. And they trying to fall up under their jurisdiction instead of treat. And it's really, he's not getting due process, first of all. That's the biggest part of it. He can't even get no law books to read, no law books. How can he be tried amongst his peers when there ain't gonna be no more in the jury box? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All these people from this side of the fence, but nobody no more than nothing that I can go before and get the truth brought out fairly. So you tear down everything that he stands for and live for and stand on. Everything about him proves that he's been an activist. He's an activist, period. He ain't did nothing but fight for women, kids, and old people and try to get the gangs to. He had the gangs march with him. The gangs, that's where the big problem comes in. All the gangs were coming together, tying their flags together, not fighting, marching to help the community. He slopes to the time on everything you ever hear when he do speeches. Business over bullying.
What was it?
Business over bullying. Preaches it like that's what he stands for and stand on. He's not out here to commit violence. None of the other stuff he's here. Let's put business just for the bullet. Time to put the guns down. Time to come together as a business and take care of our community. That's what he tried to instill in. And the young people had to start coming together and marching in the bluff. Everybody know what the bluff is in Atlanta.
The bluff. That's the heart of that's the heart of the hood over there. The bluff, right? Yeah, I've been through the bluff.
That's the capital of the hood.
Yeah.
He marched in the bluff regularly. And the game.
Yeah, I think you should give us. I think you should give us some more. Because I tell people here about Atlanta.
Walking down the street, holding hands, and that's a threat to the system. That's killing their pocketbooks. That's where the problem really come out because it's hurting them. When you got the gangs, when the gangs stop fighting and start coming together as one, that's a threat to their society. It ain't about it's about money. It ain't just about color, it's about the money. And that's the bottom line of the whole thing. Really get to really glitter everything. When you got the gangs stop fighting each other and killing each other and doing it hurt their pockets and kills their prison system. It keeps a lot of black men up out of jail because they're not fighting anymore. That's where it all comes down to.
I know that what's okay. I know there are no ideal situations in there. Could you give us what sort of conditions is he dealing with now, and is there anything that we need to call and bring attention to? Like what are there concerns with this? I mean, y'all gave us some background on the harassment that he was subject to on the outside in the streets. What type? Is there anything in harassment? I mean, we know just being there alone is harassment. But is there anything in particular?
We have just now being able to they're moving from Gwinnett County Jail to this here Gray, Georgia Jail. Time we put some money on his books, try to get the phone calls in. We can't get emails to him. Right? How can Mama B, who is a great assistant that knows how to make sure things go in place, who has been helping and making sure everything go properly. how can we get him information when you won't allow him to have no emails? He'll block. Everybody else can get emails and visits in the jail, but him. How can he say you can't have no law? He can only, they'll take a picture of a piece of mail or something. But you can't send nothing in there to help him, assist him. If the moment is the Lord, easy. I get that name tripping over my tongue because I call her Mama D so much. But when she is his first runner, which is supposed to be just like a illegal guy, she's not you let her visit for 3 times and then get her off from visit. She got all the paperwork from Morocco and everything showing that she definitely qualifies to be the first runner. You stop all mail, she can't, because he tried to call her phone call would not never go through.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't those 42 days. Every blue moon they'll do that just so they can listen.
And this is his mother, Benita, and that's what I had mentioned as well one time when we had gone to court, is that he's not getting due process.
Mm-hmm.
Is that we had gone down to leave paperwork down at the jail, as well as his legal counsel, his front runner. And as his dad just mentioned, she has been visiting him and advising him, but then they stopped her from coming there. So I inquired about why did that happen. He's not getting due process. Is that right?
Yeah.
That's not fair.
So we want to if you can, somebody can spell his name out, and we can encourage people that even we have a program we refer to as the One Prisoner, One Contact, and that's like just even not just for the morale of keeping morale up, but also in particular the security question, because they in many cases they we just mentioned they after we had the show last week he was released out of isolation, and we also they study who receives mail. And I usually draw the analogy to like in Nazi Germany. They say some of the first victims in the gas chamber under Hitler was those who did not receive any mail. So they study that, they track that. You know what I'm saying? I know myself, and I was held captive. It played a role in my security. So if you can give us information.
I just agree with you.
Excuse me. Say it again. So somebody. Could somebody say his name so they can his name spell out his name? Who was that? Who just joined us? Who just joined us? Who was that just joined us?
Yeah. You on there? You can say something.
Well, welcome, brother. Welcome, brother. I don't know if you've been listening in. Anything you want to add? So we add. Feel free to add. I want somebody also to make sure they spell out his name and ID number and where he's at. You know what I'm saying? Because we can encourage people. We have a program called a One Prisoner, One Contact, and that's what people can correspond and letters of not just for the support for the morale, but also the security question. You know what I'm saying? Because again, they study who has, who's getting, correspondence. Because like in Illinois prisons right now today, I've said a number of occasions, there are prisoners who have been dead over 15 years, but the state is still getting paid for them, and it's commendable. It's commendable that that's why I was trying to make accentuate the fact that his cousin this brother, his cousin, his niece, his mother, his father. People steady calling in. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say this. I hate to use. It's like a family reunion for him. They call so calling in, right? You know what I'm saying? Right now. So and so I know people listening. That's how a lot of times you look at certain people you don't know. You say, damn, who is this? You had some cats out here. You ask for a background check or reference. A lot of people we want to relate to it, but this is his family members are steady. They continuously calling in. Again, they continuously calling in. So we want to make this put that if you can put those spell out the name and the ID numbers and so people can engage in one person, one contact. But I don't know, someone else just joined in with us now, so feel free to tap in. But also, again, I want to reiterate, if you can, put your ID, put the status number. I mean, if you're comfortable with that, his ID number and everything, put it up, please.
I'm going to try to find that.
Okay.
This Hardy Bay, this is one of the Moors, and he can explain more about how the situation's supposed to go with him being a diplomat and going under the treaty, how it's different from, and he's not under their jurisdiction, and how he's fighting it that way, and he cannot have a lawyer. He's more in the fight for the couple of years also, but he's a Moor also, so he can give a better insight on being a Moor, how he's supposed to be did, why they wouldn't, when they signed the security bond, he was there. He's supposed to have been released. They did it it was an error on their part, but they still didn't stand up to it.
Nephew Real's trying to get in as well.
More family. He has other family members trying to call it in. This is
Yes, I had a nephew trying to call in.
This is his nephew again. Listening audience, his nephew.
Actually, there are about 9 family members on the line right now.
Okay, listeners. Okay, listen. Sometimes you get to meet people and know people through indirectly. You know what I'm saying? You get to know. You know what I'm saying, through their relationships with other people they dealt with. Again, this is there's immediate family. You know what I'm saying? And outside family members, they're calling in, they're talking about the impact they had on people's lives, so on and so forth. They usually, like when you go to court, you're supposed to have this, what they call credible references, like references, And this alone, you know what I'm saying? This when you're talking about you going for bond or you going for, just for release, you know what I'm saying? The impact, and you know what I'm saying? And no one can deny the need in all of our respective communities. I know a lot of times we hear about Atlanta, we automatically think, oh yeah, Atlanta, party place, so on and so forth. There's some videos going out about Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, some of the behind the scenes about some of the conditions. Because some people may say, why would they have how he's feeding people, so on and so forth. But none of our communities, you know what I'm saying, can really afford the quote unquote luxury, you know what I'm saying, to miss any assets. Again, miss any assets. Saddam Hussein told it when they were first under attack by U.S., his first thing was release the prisoners. So we want to encourage people again, when this ID number is put up there, to be follow this case here, you'll be assistful putting the word out, so on and so forth. This is impromptu. I mean, we did tell the family they'd be calling this week, but I mean, this nephews. I mean, they calling in back to back. So I want y'all to pay close attention to this, and it's important that we cannot be individualized. You know what I'm saying? Again, we said people's pain reflects. So again, so welcome. The nephew just joined us, and I think you said someone else is on there too. But feel free to tap in and whatever input you want to give us on that. And while you're getting prepared, I'm going through some of these comments, no doubt about it. You know what I'm saying? People are listing political prisoners. You know what I'm saying? I mean, back to back, all. You know what I'm saying? This is unfortunately, this is a conversation. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely like in Atlanta. Who's Yahya? He got a whole list and just put out. Dr. Matuda Shakur, Mr. Larry Hoover, your grandmaster, Grandmaster J. Okay, yeah. I see him. Yeah, free them all. I ain't dropped that in the chat. Y'all, spell the names out for me all the way, and if you can. From Grandmaster J to Mr. Hoover, if y'all can, use Spike. If y'all can also put some of them names that the one person want to contact, so people can their names, ID numbers, where they at. Because people say, well, I don't know. we have a whole of prisons you can choose from. You know what I'm saying? The one prison, one contact. With that being said, welcome and go ahead. If the nephew want to comment and you someone else you just mentioned they want to add any more information, and I can't say enough about that contact information, y'all. Because again, don't take for granted that your loved ones, you know what I'm saying, the people, you know what I'm saying, they are being treated humanely. Okay, Grandmaster J. Okay, if you can put his contact up there also. Ozone. Okay, you steady coming up. You know what I'm saying. Unfortunately, the list goes on and on. But fortunately, these names are being put out there. So put the contact where people can, you know what I'm saying, people can see what it corresponds with them. Spike. This goes on and on with it. You know what I'm saying. Free them all. I knew this case by Dr. Matuda Shakur about the compassion releases, a campaign going on with that right now about the intensified cancer. You know what I'm saying? He's subjected to though. But posted up there. But back, okay, we tag teaming. So welcome, Dr. Bill. I think some more family members just touched on. So feel free to touch in. And if you can say that the name and ID number and where he's at. If you can't post that for us, please.
I want to say good night to everybody. Hey, Ma, this Jared. Pops, what's up? All right. Hello.
Welcome. This Jazz, the nephew.
This Jared.
Nephew.
This Jared. He used to Bill, like a little brother. He worked in the computer store with me. Helped me run my computer store and music studio in Latonia.
Right. Okay. Well, welcome. Okay. And
I just got this spot. I'm just checking in.
we appreciate you calling in. We appreciate you calling in.
That's like, I appreciate y'all allowing me to come in. I just wanted to say something on behalf of Phil because sometimes good people get lost, and it's because of what they can do and the progression that they're making out here. You know, I met Phil was around me when he was 17, 18 years old, and you know, he helped me run my store, you know, to the point where he had keys, he's trustworthy, you know, and he's a good guy. I mean, we speak almost every week. I'm out here in the Virgin Islands, and I can't take it because I miss him dearly, you know what I'm saying? He's like my little brother, honestly.
Yeah.
So it's sad to hear what's going on and how he's getting railroaded. And, you know, I know because I've been railroaded in Georgia, too. I'm still going through stuff that, you know, a case that I had in 2006 that's lingering, and it's still affecting my life now just because of how they handle paperwork and how they try to railroad you and keep stuff up there to mess with your life or to try to bring up in case you're in trouble later.
Hey, Jeremy, Jeremy, right? Jeremy. Jared. I need you. You just mentioned about the case in Georgia. A lot of people get the impression, or they hear about Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? You know, this whole, you know, like it's, you know, everything is lovely. You know, there's one side, everything is beautiful. But you give us you give us another side of this here. You know what I'm saying? It's something a lot of people talk about, the whole thing about, you know, people being locked up and what's going on, the underbelly of what's happening here. Like even people a lot of people be shocked to hear about, you know, people are homeless in Atlanta. So we appreciate y'all giving us the underbelly, because it's like, I was watching this TV show the other day, right? It was on Netflix called Brotherhood. It's a series called Brotherhood. And as soon as I saw it, I knew they was talking about they was in Brazil. As soon as I said it's Brazil, I knew about the favelas and the conditions there. And I say, when a lot of people hear about Brazil, they think about the party, you know, the women, you know, so on and so forth. But I said, this is the underbelly, the condition we got to deal with. It's important this comes out. So, I mean, that's why we got to do damage control again, because a lot of people, as soon as they hear Atlanta, they say, "Oh yeah, man." You know, some people talk about, you know, the Freakniks, the party, the rap music, and but people are being locked up. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm glad, but not glad that this is a necessary conversation we have to have about this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad we help heighten this contradiction of what's going on.
What happens really is people get confused of Atlanta being a black city and don't understand that the background is still racist. So just because there's a lot of black people in one area does not take away from the racist structure that's implemented. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's still keeping us in a fishbowl, and we're still operating under their laws. They don't have anything conditioned for us. So what they do is they take that paperwork, and let's say you got 3 charges. Let's say you beat 2 of them. They keep one in limbo. You know what I'm saying?
Say it again. Say it again. Say it again. Say it again with the 3 charges. Say it again, Jared. Say it again.
The district attorney, it's a game that they play. They normally they keep a charge, and I can speak on Phil firsthand because we've been through this. He had a charge which they had to which he was innocent, but they kept it open, waiting for him to get in trouble. And every time he stopped, I said, Phil, they're gonna bring up that old charge on you.
Yeah,
right
what's they
now,
call it?
Trouble too much. They just wait for you to paint the picture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're trying to paint that picture that you're a habitual criminal.
Yeah.
But it's set up for you to fail.
Yes.
And
come on, Jared.
what they do is
hold
those up over your head.
Come on, man. Now we talking. Now we talking. Okay.
And actually, until you proven guilty. So if you innocent, you shouldn't be painting a public picture of someone that they guilty.
So you saying this kind of sets this. So Jared, this kind of this like okay. So a lot of times people might just see this as a reactionary. Jared. So this sets the stage. This sets the stage for not just a reactionary just coming through a charge on you, pulled you over, but like a long range. We call it like a protracted attack. Like you say, they hit you with a charge and let it sit. And you may, and like in Chicago, in Cook, let it sit. I think it was called Nollie Process in Illinois, Cook County. I think it was called Nollie Process, Nolle process. And you may think you think that you beat the case, but then let it sit for a second. It's kind of like the coronavirus. It may sit dormant, but certain things can trigger back into you, right? I need the background noise cut out. Work with me, Jared. Work with me. I'm trying to. You still there, Jared?
I'm listening to you.
No. I'm listening to you. So they've been doing this for a while with him, right?
And what they're doing is illegal because naturally in America, the whole thing of the judicial system is that you're innocent until proven guilty.
Mm-hmm.
So if we're gonna have a trial by his peers and you already painting the picture that he's guilty before you even have a trial, then what you doing? That's already the automatic railroad.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you out here putting out all this information that hasn't been proven in a court and accusing him of things that you saying, you're not accusing him, you're saying that he did it. This not just be allegedly is a false word, because once you paint that picture of them all up there in shackles, mugshots and all of that, and they this and that, and they running this and they doing this and they doing that, then you already paint the picture that they're guilty. So ain't no way he's gonna get a fair trial when you're gonna get everybody that watch the news on his jury. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like the whole thing is set up for them to fail. And he's been a target. So they it's no way they trying to keep him in a net that they casted.
How far back you think, Jared? How far back do your memory serve you? You think that they've been coming at him like if he say beat? And I got a real issue with that term, beat the case. Because I think we beat the case, but they done, like you say, they done hit us with a charge. Say it again.
He targeted since he was 17. Before that.
So at least 17. And he's 34 years old. And he's 34 years old now. And you say at least
half his life.
Yeah. Dig that.
His life.
Dig that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's like living in prison. It's like living in prison until you're free.
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I'm hearing you loud and clear. You know what I'm saying? Because that time people hear I got probation or I'm on parole, and you say and like a lot of people be locked up. They'll say they'll bid out. You know what I'm saying? They say like you got to do 4 more years on parole. They rather say no, I'm gonna go and do it. I'm not gonna play no games with them. I'm gonna go and do the time in prison as opposed to going back out there. You know what I'm saying? Where they can set you up for another case. Like these are some of the cases that like even when you out on bond. It's another case. If you out on bond, they charge you another case. That's a case called violation. Say you out on bond for a gun case. You get a bond, you catch another case. You have a violation of bail bond, and you may beat the case. Or you on parole. You have a violation of parole, and so that in itself is another case. You know what I'm saying? So as you to reiterate what you're saying, you know what I'm saying? I'm listening to you. It's a setup. It's a setup. It's a setup.
Yep. You could jaywalk and violate the parole. You could jaywalk and violate the parole. It's to their discretion.
And
you know what I'm saying? But I mean, as far as my brother's case, I mean, really, I just feel like when you want somebody, you're gonna pull out all the stops.
Yeah.
If that means intimidating people, coercing people to say something, to lie. You fighting an uphill battle.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because from what I see, for all these years, and he ain't went to trial, they don't got a case. If you had a case, you would have already brought him up.
Yeah.
You don't got no case.
Yeah.
So that just leads me to believe that he's a bigger target than we might even know.
Say it again. Say it again. Say it again, bro.
All of these stuff and lies and misrep and like the guy said earlier. They signed his bond, they still didn't release him. So they willing to break their own rules to keep him in there.
Yes.
That's just to show you how big of a target he is.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
And that's why we need to bring him, because he's more useful to us outside than he is in there. That's why they're trying to keep him in there. He got a light. Phil got a light in him. Anybody that know him knows this. His heart is bigger than Georgia itself. He don't need to be in there. That's why they're trying to suppress him.
Is this for you, Jared? This for family, mother, father, anybody can. Is there so for those who know how the fortune to see him or come in contact with him directly? Is there some footage or something that people can hear him? Like, is there something on social media or past event that y'all can direct people to go look at so people can visualize him?
Excuse me. I'm just talking to Phil right now. I got him online.
How the young people say it? Say less.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
I said Phil is on the line.
Yes, sir.
Right
Come on with
now.
it. Yes, yes. Come on. Cup. Welcome.
I want to thank everybody for coming on the line today.
You're welcome, son.
We here for you, brother. We hear you.
I want to give a shout out to Sister Jackie. Hey, I jumped right in. I was listening, and right, absolutely right. When they want somebody, all the apparatus of the global white supremacy will come out. And when I say that, I'm talking about classism, and not a descriptive adjective. I'm not the only one going through this journey. There's millions of people going through this, and I was my brother Jared, and he's been like a mentor, a big brother to me since I was released on bond. The first time I really had to face some things, going through the system that many before me and many after me gonna have to go through. And what I decided to do, I decided to stand for my people, and I did it public. Before I decided to step back from politics. Even though we know that everything, that get done is political in itself, but I decided to step away from the politics for my own reasons, But when I was involved with politics, I co-founded with Harun Wakil, who I was, affected to call called, and it was called a Fitting Gate. You know, and I want to say rest in peace to him. I co-founded Street Room, you know, and I was on the tirade, you know, basically just upset and standing for my people and doing what all that I could. And I see now how doing things like that can get you in more trouble than it could if you were doing something wrong. Unfortunately, you know, I don't go forgiving. You know, everybody don't have that empathetic scene and don't go forgiving when you stand for your people. Now I'm unapologetic about it. I'm unapologetic about standing for my people. I'm unapologetic about every action that I take. You know, and Mr. Dad, you know, took me under a wing. You know, gave me just unleashed my voice. You know, and I was fortunate enough to be able to do that for a good amount of time. And I see, you know, a lot of things that we were speaking on, a lot of people that we were talked to, and we were listened to. I see, you know, how things are happening. You know, the things that we were talking about. Plenty of people done this. You know, my whole thing is, you know, to uplift, you know, humanity that fails. You know, and that's my whole. You know, I truly believe that's my personal mission in life, and that's what I set out to do. No matter where I am, you know, I'm gonna better myself. No matter where I am, and I'm gonna fight this, and I'm gonna stand on this whole thing. You know, everything that's been thrown against me, all the things that they've done, a lot of things I had no idea how they did, the way that they corrupted this whole situation with this whole case, how they threatened people and told them to say certain things and told them what they were gonna say, you know, and told them what to say and what not to say and stuff like that. There's a lot of things that came out. You know, I'm there doing these things with me. You know, in the community, we did a lot of good things. And when all of this happened, you know, he broke his head and he spoke out of his own mouth. You know, the things that they told him to say. You know what I'm saying about me. But you know, not to go into deep detail about that. We just know the corruption. You know, this ain't just happening. We just, you know, on the news I was watching them. They threw a lady through out the back of a police car. You know, it might have been out here. You know, in the days of me being in politics, we'd have been out there in the street about 600 deep. But you know, screaming to the top of our lungs. You know what we want. But you know, sometimes we got to put ourselves in a position to demand the freedom that we need. Got to fight for these human rights before we start fighting for civil rights. And a lot of things, you know, they don't give us that civil because they don't even use it. They have it codified under color black code. They got us under these things and they forced us under these things. You know, nothing really changed. You know, it's the only thing that changed is the way they do it. So what we got to do, you know, we got to look in the mirror, you know, and see ourselves. You know, we got to come out that dark room that we in, and we got, you know, only way we'll do that. You know what I'm saying? It don't got to be, you know, everybody always think, you know, it got to be a leader, or it always got to be, you know, everybody to come together is one. All we got to do is come together in ourselves, you know, and I will be one, you know, eventually. You know what I'm saying? And we will restore what we want to restore, what we want to restore to be restored. And once order restored, nothing else to stand against. Everything is going to come in its time anyway. The universe is everything happens on its time, and nothing can stop that. You know, so I say that, you know, in words to encourage me. I've never been wasting a day. I ain't been wasting an hour since I've been back here. Right now, I've been transferred. I've been moved around a lot, especially, you know, the more I started speaking, I wouldn't be surprised if I get moved around again. But I've been moved around a lot past month, you know, maybe 3 times. And it is a lot of footage, you know, maybe not a lot of stuff, you know, because a lot of times I did stuff where I heard
This call will be terminated in 2 minutes.
what the things out there. A lot of times I didn't call for the camera.
Family, you can speak to them before the line hangs up. Family.
They need your ID number, Phil.
my ID number. Okay, it's 137525. A lot of times it was 137525. A lot lot of times we didn't do stuff that we didn't align the organization we started with the government to get them inside of what we were doing. We were doing it specifically for our people, for the people. We didn't call for cameras to come. We didn't call for, it just happened, naturally it happened. Like, we might have came to the city hall, we might have visited city halls in the way that we visited, we just ran in there. And news came, or downtown Decatur, we might have just out there in the middle of the streets. It happened to be so many of us that, the news came, but we didn't call for the camera.
This call will be terminated in...
Call me right back, see you.
All right. Peace and blessings to all. I don't want to take up all the time.
Brother, you good.
I love y'all all.
Love you too, son.
I didn't get your name. Who's the host on the show?
Hey, brother, this is Chairman Fred Hampton Jr., brother, man. Hey, it's not love and respect to you and the rest of those who are held captive. I'm a former political prisoner. This is Chairman Fred Jr., man. We every week, man. We hosted, man. You talking to the people on the world international, man. We hearing you. We getting the updates. We putting the word out there to the people, man. So we here for you, man. So again, this is Chairman Fred Hampton Jr., brother.
Love you, son.
Keep your head up. Keep your head up, brother. Peace and blessings, brother. Free them all. We live and direct, y'all. We are live and direct. You know what I'm saying? We are live and direct. We just ask, you can't make this up, y'all. We are live and direct on Freedom All Radio. We literally, we requesting some footage, some people can hear him themselves. And lo and behold, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like literally, we need to hear him directly, you know what I'm saying, to see if we can find some old clippings of him speaking. You know what I'm saying? The brother himself, feel himself directly. Man, this is him directly. That was him that been given in real time. You know what I'm saying? He talked, and I want to accentuate, make something he is, and it's something we talking about his conditions. In many cases, those who are held captive, you know what I'm saying? Man, he talk, while the attention is talking about his case, he talking about how this is common. What's going on with so many others who are held captive there? And I just want to point that out, y'all. So again, he gave the ID number. So make sure we want someone can repost that up. I'm gonna spell his name out. And 1375. And
ID number is 137529.
And to his family, we thank y'all. You know what I'm saying? We know. I mean, this is. I mean, you pointed out earlier, like the problems that he goes through. Just say it again. Excuse me.
I sent videos of his march already to Miss Daphne.
Okay, right on. And we know that's precious time. You know what I'm saying? To be able to hear him, to be able to communicate with him. We appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Again. For allowing people from all, again, we got listeners listening from Ghana and Africa, you know what I'm saying, from other concentration camps, you know what I'm saying. And it's inspirational, you know what I'm saying, to be able, you know what I'm saying, to have people speak for themselves. And again, we know that's precious moments for y'all to be able to talk to him, directly. And we appreciate this. I hope y'all understand, listeners on Instagram all throughout the world. This is him speaking for himself, you know what I'm saying? And again, and with those few minutes, you know what I'm saying, telling you about, man, this is not only, it was happening with those who have behind those walls, y'all. We got to expose these contradictions, you dig? You know what I'm saying? So again, some of you, okay, you got the ID number, but if you can spell out his name and also where he's at, so somebody repost that, and you know what I'm saying, if they we'll just correspond to him also with the one person want to contact.
Do I need to post that? You can contact me anytime.
Okay.
How do I post?
So you can, Sister Conrad, can you have somebody post it right now while we got listeners listening in? Are you on? Is that Sister Conrad Daphne? Are you on Facebook? Are you on somewhere now, or Instagram or somewhere? Or they can type it in while, you know what I'm saying, while we got people listening in right now. They tapping in right now as we speak. And I want to seize the time with this audience. If somebody can Sister Conrad, make sure we get it out. Daphne, make sure it gets put up there somehow.
Where you want to post it at, Sheriff?
Anywhere. Where you at? You on Facebook? You on Facebook?
County Sheriff.
I want to our audience right now.
He's in Macon County.
Okay, listen, y'all. Somebody type this in.
Okay, we have to.
Macon, Georgia.
Somebody type this in.
No, it's in Jackson, Georgia. It's Macon County Sheriff's Office.
Somebody type this in. Someone type this in.
Pull it up. I'm gonna get it to you right now.
Okay. Send it before we send it to Sister Conrad. Send it to Daphne. You post it up for me.
Hey, I'm sorry.
Put it on your Instagram.
Okay, so everybody look at my. Okay, here it come. So y'all, Instagram and whoever else, you know what I'm saying, post it up. Y'all listen on Instagram. Somebody post it up here on StreamYard. Post it up on Facebook, on TikTok, Twitter. You know what I'm saying? The contact, and one prisoner, one contact. So repost. There you go, right there. There you go. Jackson. Okay. There you go. I see it posted up now on Instagram. We can get it. You know what I'm saying? And that one prisoner, one contact is imperative for a number of reasons, y'all. Again, for the security question and also the morale question in particular. The security question and the morale question in particular. The security question, because again, you can't take for granted that your loved ones are alive in there. You know what I'm saying? So y'all, it's being posted right now. I want to get it. Make sure we tag it or whatever. Repost it on the TikTok or whatever. Get it. Matter of fact, put it in the form of a meme. The what's his name, ID number, the meme. Yeah. And the youngsters in particular, you know what I'm saying? I need y'all, you know what I'm saying, to get it. Throw some life to it. Take it. Do little, you know what I'm saying? Make it a what they call them. Make it a challenge. You know what I'm saying? The one prisoner, one contact challenge. It's a big thing they have on TikTok. They got a thing going on TikTok right now talking about how to go breaking people's cars, take the car charger and get in a Kia or Toyota car. It's a big thing. It's a challenge. The ice bucket challenge. They have all these challenges. We want to put out the one prisoner, one contact challenge. All right, we challenge you. Who, you know what I'm saying, the one prisoner, one contact. You know what I'm saying? How many, you come back with about, who can show, they got the challenge, they put all the money on the floor. They got $100 bills spelled out in letters. We want the one prisoner, one contact challenge. We want you to put up challenges, show letters coming in from return letters from Dr. Matula Shakur. Imam Jim, you know what I'm saying? Mumia Abu Jamal. You know what I'm saying? Brother Dollar Bill, your cousin, your sister, the one prisoner, one contact challenge. You know what I'm saying? Those letters, you know what I'm saying? As opposed to all that money laying on the floor, you know what I'm saying? All those envelopes, those mails, you know what I'm saying? If you don't want your address put out there in public, get a P.O. box. Get a P.O. box. You know what I'm saying? Put it out there. You know what I'm saying? You want matter of fact, you put the Hampton House address. You get this. Say it again, brother.
Whoever doing it, put 873 Rochelle Drive, 30310, Atlanta.
Spell it. Okay, I need somebody text. 873.
873 Rochelle Drive.
Type that in. 873 Rochelle Drive.
Atlanta, Georgia, 30310. I'll take him to court with me.
Show you right. Show you right. Show you right. Show you right.
I'll be there.
Get the daddy's his pops said he'll take it to court with him. Walk up in that joint like talking about some Santa Claus, big old bag of letters. Or people, you know what I'm saying?
Say that again. 873 ROCHELLE. Drive. 30310. Atlanta, Georgia.
They might cut us up in a few minutes, 2 more minutes. Y'all always welcome. We thank y'all. Y'all always welcome to come back on the air, on these airwaves. You know what I'm saying? Always welcome back. Y'all make sure you get that one prisoner, one contact. You know what I'm saying? That one prisoner, one contact. See, no, that's the new challenge. You know, we put another cub. That's,
if I get a court date, I'll make sure we come back. So
you get that court date, you let us know. You keep us going. You keep us posted what's going on. We got people from all over tapping in with us. I'm talking about from other concentration camps. You know what I'm saying? Streets. You know what I'm saying? You name it. My brother just tapped in. Man, hey, man. Cold Harbor, Crucial Conflict. Hey, power to people, man. Love you, brother. He just tapped in with it. Listen, when we put this word out, we're not just talking about in the so-called conscious cliques. We talking about the barber shops, the pool halls, the streets, all venues. You know what I'm saying? Again, one person, that's a challenge. People say, they have all the money on the floor. We want give us a challenge. We want them. How many letters you got returned back from prison? How many letters you sent off to the Mumia Abu Jamals, the Leonard Peltiers, the Dr. Matula Shakur, you know what I'm saying? Your cousin, the sister down the street, so on and so forth, y'all. Say free them all. Also, y'all put the word out tomorrow, 12 o'clock, we're going to be at the Hampton House. We're going to be breaking ground again for the Hampton House Garden again. Yeah, we know it's getting late in the year. Again, tomorrow, you know, breaking the Hampton House Garden. August 30th, we need y'all on deck for the Chairman Fred Streets party, y'all. Again, making history, taking history, and taping history. Y'all repost this, share it. You know what I'm saying? You'll put up the address. You know what I'm saying? The cases was going down. This ain't just no Black History Month thing. You know what I'm saying? This ain't just August. You know, go check out them dates I gave y'all. What happened August 7, 1970? What happened August 21st, 1971? These are dates that we should know. You know what I'm saying? Stick in the minds and hearts. It should be in our DNA. It's a movie I recommend y'all go check out. I'm gonna do these movie reviews too, called Brotherhood. It's on Netflix. It's a series called Brotherhood on Netflix. Go check it out. We're gonna do some commentary on it too, though. Hey, keep y'all heads up, y'all eyes open, and y'all fists clenched, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Revolution and love. It's an honor to serve the people, y'all. Say, what's the call? Free them all. Look at that list of names. It's a whole list of names that's been put up here. Whole list of names. Pick one. One person, one contact, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Keep your heads up, your eyes when the fist clench, y'all. Same time, same station. We thank y'all for. His auntie, his mama, his cousins, daddy, everybody. Man, we got these puppies at the Hampton House called the Hampton House puppies. You know what I'm saying? And the guy came back and said, "Man, I need to see the mother. I need to see the father. I need to see what type of puppy I'm gonna get." I said, "You need." And he said, "It tells me." He said, "You give me these puppies." I said, "I got the Cane Corsa daddy and get a German Rottweiler mama." He said, "I need to see the mom and daddy." That's tell me. I said, "Why you need to see both of them?" He said, "Tell me what type of puppy I'm dealing with, man. I need those certain things. He said, "Okay, the Cane Corsa, their nails be long. I need to know this here." You talking about, you can tell a lot about people. You can tell a lot about this brother. You know what I'm saying? His family, the mama, daddy, every auntie, cousins, calling in. You say, "I don't know this brother." You say, "I don't know him." You got people, the testimonies, you know what I'm saying, just then. That tells you a lot about a person. You know what I'm saying? Look at the people. Then if that wasn't enough for you, we requested some old footage or some audio of him speaking. If that didn't suffice for you, he himself calls in. And he said a lot of things. But I want to reiterate, you know, something in particular he said. He said, "This ain't just happening to me." A lot of times people be subjected when they get the opportunity, something, the spotlight gets on them. They hold English, you can hear them. They sound like the guy Scarface in the movie Tony Montana and Scarface. Me, I. He sees the time. We talk about other people, y'all. Hey, seize the time, man. Get them correspondence to this brother, y'all. Keep your heads up, eyes on the fist clench. Y'all, what's the call? Free them all. See y'all tomorrow at the Hampton House, 12 o'clock noon. Sister Conrad, take us out.